Welcome to Season 7 of the Womenpreneur Asia podcast. I'm your host, Krista Goon, and I'm thrilled to be back and covering the amazing stories and strategies of Asian women entrepreneurs in Asia to inspire and support you on your own business journey. Today's episode is made possible by our sponsor, Reebok Studio. I'm excited to introduce you to our guest, a remarkable Malaysian entrepreneur, Amutha Subramaniam, the founder and director of Hearst Manufacturing in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Amutha's story is nothing short of inspiring. At 47 years old, she embarked on her business with absolutely no knowledge of e-commerce. And for the first 2 years, she struggled to make sales. However, her unwavering eagerness to learn about online selling and her persistence ultimately paid off in a big way. Today, she runs a highly successful 7-figure business, exporting food and beverages to the Pacific Islands. It wasn't an easy path for Amutha though. After her divorce, she found herself as a single mother with no capital, but she refused to be defined by her circumstances. Moving from Johor Bahru to Kuala Lumpur, she faced her challenges with courage and stepped out of her comfort zone to chase her ambitions. Amutha's journey from ground zero is a testament to the fact that with an unstoppable attitude and determination, one can overcome any obstacle and learn everything they need along the way. If Amutha's story has resonated with you and sparked inspiration, I encourage you to share this episode with your friends. Let's spread the motivation and empower more women to achieve greatness. If you're interested in working with me to grow your impact and influence, don't forget to visit womenpreneurasia.com. Now, without further ado, let's hear firsthand from Amutha Subramaniam about her incredible journey as an Asian woman entrepreneur. Hi Amutha, welcome to Womenpreneur Asia.
Thank you for inviting me today.
So Amutha, we've been playing a lot of trying to catch each other because you have been so busy. So what have you been busy with recently?
Okay, it's a good question. I'm quite busy regarding my export shipment to Pacific Islands and a new expansion to Africa market. It's a very, very big, huge market, which I see is a gold mine for any of us to do a business, rather than I go and compete with the current market where I have to compete with the giants, right? So Africa market is huge and not many people willing to go there. As you know, people say, oh, I get scammed and so, right? I was quite busy doing some groundworks. I was almost a month in South Africa recently.
So I wanted to tell our audience a little bit of the backstory is that I got to know Amutha through a mutual friend, Shaliza. So a big shout out to Shaliza, who told me that I should really talk to Amutha and really listen to her story because she has a very fascinating story of how she got into this business, as she mentioned just now, the export business, but also not just how to get into the business, but her journey getting here. Amutha, could you give us a little bit of background of how you got into this business in the first place?
Before I talk about the current business that I am in, which I'm quite successful, let me tell you a little bit about my journey from the young age. And if you ask me, I've started this export business at the age of 47. That's where I started. Basically, I was working as a supply chain manager with some MNC companies in Johor Bahru. So I was in Johor Bahru for almost 25 years. Throughout my young age, I was there from the age of 21. Right? I was working and I have been buying a lot of stuff for my factories, so import and export, So I always have the passion when I see the containers. Okay, I feel, wow, what will happen if I can bring in containers or export containers under my name, under my company. That's how the whole thing started. So, of course, it's almost like 15 to 19 years back, it's all started. So, while I was working, of course, I learned everything, especially exporting and importing on the customs. Logistics, you see, these are the hidden things that you won't know. So I learned everything. I always have a passion to do the export business. And while working, I also started a business at the age of 26 to supply the skilled workers to factories. And then slowly it went to construction. And I also was doing some housekeeping businesses with hotels in Johor Bahru. So that goes about 20 over years I was doing. And in fact, I just stopped doing this business last July. Last July means it's 2022, right? The reason why I stopped is due to the permit issues. As you know, Malaysia, a lot of issues with the foreign workers. So I decided to stop because all those permits was not under my name. So that's how I stopped. But when it come to e-commerce, so I moved from Johor Bahru, which is the year of 2015. I moved from Johor Bahru to Kuala Lumpur. That's where my whole journey started. That's where I decided to diversify, and I don't want to depend on any agencies for the permit. It's all a lot of money, millions, which I don't want to do. I want to work smart, work with less liabilities, right? So when I moved down to Kuala Lumpur after my separation, I'm a single mom with one girl. Right now she's 18. So when I moved down, I took a house rent nearby the Madrid export office. Moved down to Kuala Lumpur. I'm broke. Okay, I'm broke literally after the separation and all those stuff. After separation, 2015, then I decided to move my circles. I don't want to be in my circles, so I want to have a totally brand new start. So when I moved down, I rent a house nearby the Madrid. That means our export wing for Malaysia. So every event, because I do registered my company with Madrid, so every event, whether it's relevant or not relevant, I go there because I got nothing to do, right? I'm sitting at home basically. So I said, okay, fine. But of course, I was having the other business, but it was just slightly dropping and up and down, So I started attending all those meetings or business opportunities, whichever countries come there to propose, saying that there's an investment opportunity, there's a product, this and that. So I just go sit and listen. That's how I started the beginning of my career for this export business.
That sounds like a very interesting journey because not only did you move cities, right? You moved from JB, Johor Bahru, to Kuala Lumpur, but you also had to start thinking about what you wanted to do next, because the other business that you had was not something that you wanted. But at that time, did you ever think that you'd be starting a new business while you're visiting the Madrid office?
Yes. I always had the dream big, I would say, with big containers. You see, I like to drive big cars. I like to have big house, not small. So I always like big. So I always admire the containers. I always wanted to do this business, but I didn't know where to start, how to start, you see. So that's how I went to Madrid to ask more. It's a learning process. People say at my age, that time when I started, about 47, 45, maybe 45, 46, I can't remember. So people said, we have to be with what we are, consider we are almost settling down. I said, no, age is just a number. I want to try something. I want to do something for myself, my passion. So I had the dream. I know I will start something, definitely. So that's the reason, even though I have nothing, I just simply go in and see what are the opportunities we do have globally to do business in Malaysia is not that difficult, but there are so many competitors. And if you ask me, I can see a lot of products every time when I go for exhibition. Those brands which is not existed in Malaysia, but you can see in overseas. Right? You won't believe, in China 2019, 18, I was there for my exhibition. So a lot of Malaysian made products which is not in Malaysia, it's not available in domestic market. So I always had this passion. I want to do something.
Okay. So that really is the start of everything. So now tell us about this present business, which I think is very exciting.
As I told you, I'll always be in Madrid office. When I go there, I know nobody there, not even a single person that I know. But today, I'm very proud to say, if you go to it's one of the agencies under the ministry, MITI. Most of the department, especially export, the grant, the digital department, you tell my name, they may not know, but you tell my company, they know. Everybody knows. So that's how I grow with Madrid. And that's one day when I was there for some kind of event, right? This lady from Madrid, she told me, Amutha, why not you go for digital business? That time, COVID have not started, year 2018. I was totally new. 2015 to 2018, I was learning how to do the global business. I have no idea on digital business yet. So I was going, and during that time, 2018, I think, 2018. So Puan Asno, she said, why not you go into the digital business, go online, e-commerce. Honestly, I don't even know what is e-commerce platform, to be very frank with you. I don't know what are they talking. You see, I'm an old school, right? I don't know anything about it. I'm not IT person as well. But I learned to be into the digital business, e-commerce, you don't need to be an IT person. So that is the first thing I learned. So she told me, why not you meet this person, Fung, from embarked. That time she was a manager for the e-commerce session. Embarked is also another agency under the Ministry of Multimedia. I got to know Carol Fung, and that's how I was very, very interested to start this business. You know what happened? She sells in eBay, and you won't believe when I read her book. I used to meet her in events, but I was still wondering what am I going to do? How am I going to start? What product am I going to start? I met her during 2018. So I was doing some exhibition. So she teach me, she said, do some, I said, I don't know where to start. I don't know what product to do. And then she told me, why not you start with muruku lah, kacang putih, right? So I said, how can I sell that? Then she teach me how to do the packaging. She always send me the packaging. So it started from there. And when I read her book, not even 1 hour, I finished reading her book, I think 2018 or 19. But she sell those safety pin, safety pin. She buy from the normal shop like Maidin, and she just decorate the pin. And she sells a lot. So I said, my God, just a safety pin she can sell online. I said, oh my God. So if she can do that, I can do something. So that's where I get inspired. I told Carol, I'm really, really inspired with your eBay, your journey of selling online. You see, that's where I thought, okay, let me try something. Maybe I can do something. So I started with Muruku. Then she told me, don't sell the normal Muruku in the transparent plastic. People will not be interested. Okay, so I started with one packaging. Then I said, Carol, can this work? She said, yeah, why not you try? So from there, then I slowly improve it. But I have to let go that product because of the expiry. So I would say like the 2 years I learned, this product I can't go too far because of the expiry. Minimum export, we need about like 1 to 2 years, 18 months minimum of the expiry date, right? So I let go. So that was my starting. And from there, 2018, and then Carol Fung said, go and sign the form. The form is for e-commerce. And I said, what form is that? She said, you go and bring your chop and your company things, everything tomorrow for the meetings, right? I said, okay, fine. So I brought my company chop, everything, eagerly want to know what am I going to do. That's the first step. That was the skill. Right?
But you knew that I didn't know. For a workshop.
Yeah, I went for a workshop, but she said, you bring your company chart, whatever necessary documents. So I just brought it the next day. I think the meeting was in Madrid. Then she called one of the representatives from the channel partner of Alibaba.com. 20 years back, I believe this Alibaba.com will be the next future for people to buy online. So that time itself, I registered as a guest. But I was just checking, but I didn't do anything, all right? So, but after that, she called this guy. She said, hey, she's doing this, get her signed. So I don't even know what am I signing, He bring me a few pieces of paper. He said, Amutha, you chop here, write your company name, write your name, your phone number. That's it. I did it. Blindly, I just signed. I don't know what am I doing. And then later, then they say there's a grant from Madrid, so you can get a 5,000, you can onboard your product. I don't even have much products in my hand. What do you expect? I said, literally, I don't know what am I signing for. But that was the beginning. Actually. Yeah, so I signed.
It wasn't even about you having this idea that, I have this product, I want to do this. So
no, I have no idea about story. I have no idea about doing online. I go for exhibitions, but I still can't find a proper distributor to do my product. After I signed 2 months, 2 to 3 months, I was just waiting for somebody to upload my products. I thought they signed me. They will do my shop was approved. So I thought they will upload my products. I was waiting. I say, hey, what is happening? No one is uploading my product. I say, I really don't know what is e-commerce. I thought, okay, they may add in my products in there. Then I call the channel partner. I say, hey, you sign me blindly, all the papers, without even telling me what am I supposed to do. You tell my shop is approved, but what is the next step I should do? You should teach me, right? Because I'm not from the e-commerce or IT background. Even to upload a simple product on the system, I was not aware. Then they told me, you come to the office, we will teach you. That's where it's all started. So I went there, I uploaded my product, and then gradually I used to, take pictures of my product. So they told me, it's too technical, They told me, you must have this certain pixel, certain sizing of the pictures, If you ask me, I don't know. I just don't know. And then I just take picture blindly, I just upload it. So I always say belakang cerita in Malay, right? We talk later. Okay, let's upload first. So you won't believe, for the first 2 years, I don't have any sales. Of course, some small sample sales. But after 2 years, every day I will be in the platform learning without fail. Every day I log in, I will be checking what is happening inside because there's a lot of RFQs. The people will be asking for this product, that product. So I blindly try everything. So from there, I learn. And first 2 years, nothing. Then there's one customer that I've been keeping a very, very good relationship until today. And during the lockdown, he said, "Hey, sister, can you get me drinking water?" Which I was not doing at all. But due to my experience, because I work in a multinational factory, I was a supply chain manager. So I was also involved in procurement and purchasing. I said, okay, why not? So I said, okay, I'll let me check. Give me a day. So I go and source it out. That brand was not mine that time. And I closed 2 containers. June, I think 2020, lockdown started. That's where it all started until today. Thank God, I'm doing very good. That's where I started.
It's a very interesting way when you tell your story, because I see that all along you were trying to do something and then you managed to get online in the Alibaba platform, and at the same time you put your own product. So when you were at the platform, the initial stage, what product were you putting there? Because you said Murukku didn't sell well.
No, I put Murukku because I got no product. I got no product. What do you expect? I already signed blindly. Okay. So just because I know it cannot be workable because of the expiry date. After 3 to 4 months, you will have a kind of the oil smell. Okay. It is not spoiled, but it has no proper fragrance, nice fragrance for us to eat. You will have the oil smell. But I have no choice to put Murukku because my packaging was very nice. So I just upload all the Murukku kind of stuff, the kacang putih lah. I put it in there. Then slowly I developed into coffee, tea. That's where I sold to Boston, I think Massachusetts. There's one supermarket. So this customer is also from my social media. So when he saw, he said, "Hey, can I get some coffee or tea from Malaysia?" I said, "Okay, fine." So I quickly go and do my brand, to go and have my own packaging, right? That's how I started. Then I sold the thing to them. They're selling there right now. And at that time is the one that we started with lockdown. Okay, the lockdown, it gave me a very big impact because my product is not known to any outside buyers, because I solely believe in exhibitions, right? So when they closed down, I have no other choice before the water container, quickly to look for the gap of that current situation. What are the products needed by our people? So this is a short-term money making, right? So as I told you, I know how to import, I know how to export. So through Matrix, last time I had some contacts in China. So I contacted him. I said, how much is the face mask? Honestly, I made my big money in my face mask. Through face mask. Okay, but I did not sell one-to-one. I took some pictures, not the clear pictures, but I know I have some contacts in China. He said, okay, we are sending it out. If you want your order, you put it in. So I'm not interested as I told you, I like big things, right? So I don't like to sell retail. I don't like to sell like one face mask box to you or one face mask box to somebody. I'm not interested on that. I sell bulk. I was receiving a lot of SMSs, WhatsApp calls from Negeri Sembilan. So I heard that they had a WhatsApp group, the factory HR or something, a procurement department. So they have a WhatsApp group in Negeri Sembilan. So I was seeing, why everything is from Negeri Sembilan? Why from these people, from these states is coming? Nothing is from Selangor or KL. Then I noticed when I asked them, hey, how you know me? Then they said, that's powerful of our social media, the digital way of doing business. So I said, how you know me? Then they say, so and so put in the WhatsApp group. I don't even know that gentleman until couple of months, around maybe 6-7 months. Then only I know, oh, you made me popular among the factory. So factories, they start buying in bulk, meaning that they're like 200,000 ringgit worth of products. So I buy from China. It comes in, then from here I deliver to them in bulk, big quantities. So obviously I made good money that particular 1 year, the first 1 year I made money. So a lot of people start coming in after that, where you always hit the first the first, the emergency situation. After that, a lot of people start coming into the market and the price start going down. So I stopped doing that. You see, the first 1 year I made my money. So that's how I started the import business. Until today, I'm doing import. Some people, they ask for some products, small quantities I do. But that time, if you ask me how you do containers import means you have to pay money, right? I don't have that big money, okay? So what I did, I said factories was in emergency, they need the product that Malaysia don't have. I said you pay 50%. I'll get the things done for you. So they pay 50%. I take this money to pay my supplier in China. All right. And then finish. Then before shipment, I will tell, okay, the goods are arriving on particular this date. Please do the payment before that. So they just pay me. So I take that money, pay, and I bring in the stock. I deliver the stock, and whatever the excess money is my money. So that's how I started.
That's actually very interesting also, because you spotted the opportunity.
Yep.
In the beginning,
the gap.
Right? The gap in the beginning when everyone was still wondering what to do and all that. So you saw that. So now, you managed to bring in the face mask. So now let's talk about the export business. I know the import is like, you don't, do you do a lot of the import business or just
no, just on and off. Yeah, on and off. When it comes to export, that's what I told you. I started with the drinking water, plain drinking water, right? So some of my colleagues, my Malay friends, which I met them during the exhibition, they said, you are the only person selling drinking water to the Pacific Island where they are surrounded with water.
Seawater.
I said, seawater. So I said, I take opportunity. When people ask me, because at that time they had a trade war between US and China, right? So these Pacific Islands that I'm sending right now, almost like 3 to 4 years, they are under Federation of United States, but they are island by themselves, right? So when I start doing it, it was an opportunity for me. So they don't buy anything from China. You know, that time they don't even want to see the Chinese word on the label. So when they ask me, hey, why there's a Chinese word in this? They're afraid it's from China. I said, no. We are multi-race country. We have all the wordings. Believe me or not, we have Chinese, India, you know, so it's common. But the most important is you see buatan Malaysia, made in Malaysia. So then they're okay with that to that extent, right? So that's how, and I was competing with Vietnam suppliers because they are way more cheaper. So what happened was their delivery time to load the product is about 2 to 3 weeks, which I did it 2 to 3 days. So meaning that my outsourcing team is very much stronger than the the Vietnam. Slightly a bit expensive, I won't say expensive, slightly higher pricing. But they are very comfortable because the time is constrained for them. They need the product to be, every 1 month the container got to be there. So they cannot wait until the other 2 to 3 weeks to load in. Then it takes another 1 month to reach. So it's almost like 2 to 3 months for the products to reach. So when I said I can load in within 2 days, depends on your availability on your containers. So they're very happy. So the first container started with snacks, you name it. It has about like 100 over items inside there. Right, oil, all the grocery stuffs for people, because Pacific Islands basically they are 100% import. They have nothing there, no manufacturing.
They don't grow. They don't. Do they do anything in the islands? No,
nothing. It's 100% fish. The fishermen catch fish. Those fish, seafood items. These are their main exported out. Yeah, even chicken, everything they buy outside, 100% import. So I took the opportunity when I don't do, I have only certain product, right? But because of my specialty on sourcing, so they told me, can you do this mixed container? I said, I can do. Whether I can do or not, I don't know, but I said I'll do. Okay, so that's an opportunity.
I love your optimism, and I love the way you think. You just say yes first, right? Then later,
I won't say no.
Fill up the container.
Yeah, once I do, then if I have problem, I say, hey, I think I cannot get this item, I can't find this item. But I will never say no at all. As long as it's like a trade you can buy and sell, whatever the item they tell me, I will say yes. Let me find out. I will tell them that. So at the very beginning, they pay me 50%. So I get things done, and then before the shipment, they pay me the balance 50%. That means before loading in. So now, a couple of years, it's all 100%. The moment I confirm this summary list is like 100,000 plus to 200,000, the value of the container, they just pay me 100% upfront before 2 weeks shipment. They straight away pay me. There's no half. from one customer, I've developed to 3 customers, and all are monopoly buyers. So I have no afraid of people will bypass me, I'm not afraid of those kind of stuff. And recently I met 2 of them. One of them came to Penang. So I came to Penang all the way from Kuala Lumpur to meet him, took him out for a nice lunch. And then he said he wants to see those grocery products. And then I took them to Lotus near the Tanjung Bunga, I think, right? That's one Lotus. So I took him there. Then he said, hey, I want this. When he see the products, I said, okay, fine, let me take a picture. So a lot of items started from there. And when he met me personally, he also told me, hey, there are frozen foods here. Can I get this? I said, yeah, definitely can. So we are working because for chicken and those kind of like a mutton and lamb and all those things, they don't allow to buy from Asia countries. So they need to have a special approval from the customs in order for them to bring into their islands. So that's in progress. That's how my relationship grows until today. So I had about 3 customers, and people say these islands are very small population. So I say, who cares? As long my container goes in, even one container, I make my money. Whether the population is small.
And also as long as they pay you, right?
Right. I mean, there's one island, it's only 7,000 people. I said, who cares? There's a big supermarket there. These are the people who are selling there. And every week, every 2 weeks once, they buy 1 container of products. You see? So I'm still making money out of it. So whether it reaches 100,000 people or 200, I'm not bothered. As long as goes 1 or 2 container, I'm okay. I still make my good money. So that's how I grow for my Pacific Islands from 1 island. And now I'm covering, I think 4 to 5 islands from one small island.
Islands?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know. Earlier when this customer told me 2 years back when I was in China, he said, Amutha, you know this Micronesia? I said, what Micronesia? And I come and Google, I can't even see it. It's like a dot. So I did not bother actually. I did not bother to go and have a look. What is this exactly country? I checked the logistic and also complicated on the vessel's schedule. So I said, no lah, just keep quiet. See whether the order comes in, then only I wanted to do. But after 2 years, he said, you don't worry, you give me up to the port. I will arrange the rest. So I said, why not? Okay, because that time I can't even go out for exhibition. It's all lockdown. So that's the only opportunity I have to make my money. Even though a few thousand is, I said, it's okay, never mind. I must do something. Even 50 ringgit or 100 ringgit is still my money. So the margin for drinking water is very, very small. But that was my first container order to go out. But before that, I do sell to Saudi. That's on health. It's more on like zero sugar, this kind of healthy products, healthy snacks. So I did that for Saudi. So after that only, I do this container, big container. All right. So that's how I started. I never say no, nothing. Whatever they said yes, I said okay. So I covered about the first island. Then from first island, Micronesia got 4 islands. So out of 4 islands, I'm covering 3, which is Chuk Island. I don't know whether you heard Chuk. First time my customer told me, I said, oh, I never heard this island. Pohnpei. Another one more is very funny, Yap, Y-A-P, which I don't think so anybody would have heard that, right? So another one more island is too small. So these are the islands, which are 4 islands in this Micronesia. So I think they'll buy from this one of these islands. The other island I did not cover. And I'm also covering Palau Island. And some other, like Fiji. Fiji, it's more on other items. Like when I started, it was like medical products, during the, lockdown. So until now, I'm doing with them, but it's very, very small quantity. It's not into container yet. Very soon. I'm still in relationship. I believe your relationship will bring to a certain level where they have the confidence and comfortable, they sync with you. Then they will start buying bigger quantity. So that's how I started. It's not that immediately I want a big container, a big orders. No. That's so Pacific, I'm covering almost 4 islands. And there are few islands we are still talking. And I'm quite comfortable. And after that, now I expanding to Africa.
Oh, okay. So you really focused on the Micronesia Islands first.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you got that. Consider that you have already put your mark there, and now you're looking at Africa.
Africa is a gold mine.
Wow. Okay.
There is a 57 continent, but of course you can't do all those 57 because there's a Sudan there, Somalia there. I don't think so I will do it there. But I will start from the south, going towards up. Right now, I went to South Africa. on May. So I met, it was like a holiday and a business trip. I have one customer there through my another friend from Johor Bahru. So she went there on a Madrid trade mission. So she met this person. So she also built the relationship for a couple of years. Then she told me, hey, this guy needs this, because she's not expert in this mixed containers and export and all those stuff. So I said, okay, why not? So we was talking, and then like the fluctuations of the currencies, which I cannot close the order. Actually, the order has been closed, but it's just that we cannot ship it out because of the Africa currency. South Africa currency was too much different. For one USD, it was like, when I went there, it was 19 something, almost 20. Now it came down again to 17, right? So that was another reason why I could not ship out my containers yet. But that doesn't mean I cannot meet my customers. So I personally went there for holiday. Of course, I have some family friends there in Durban. So I went there, visit them for a week, finish. Then I come down to Johannesburg. So I do all my customer visit. So they're more confident when they see me. They're so excited. Wow, this lady came all the way. I said, yeah, I wanted to see you. So they are very happy. And
did you bring samples? Did you bring samples?
No. I don't bring samples. You know why? There are a lot of samples in Madrid office in Johannesburg. So that's the beauty of Madrid. That's why I keep telling Madrid, because it's their export wing for Malaysia. They bring Malaysia products to overseas. Many people say, oh, I don't get the opportunity, how to go for global. But if you sit at home, you want everyone to come and feed you, just forget it. Just forget about doing this. You got to move out from your comfortable zone. Go and visit them, go and ask, go and talk to them. I can tell you another example. My sister, so she was doing vegetarian frozen food. When this customer came, he wants to do because frozen food, you need a reefer container. Reefer container means the chiller, okay? So she said she was doing for domestic market. I said, come, you want to do business with me or not? Because you see, I work smart. Last time I had staff, but now zero staff. Zero liability, I have nothing, but still I'm making millions turnover business. How I do? I have a outsourcing team. All are ladies, surrounded by ladies. I only give business to ladies. Yeah, ladies first. All right. So I tell them how much you want to mark up to you. As long as the customer don't complain, I'm okay with it. So I have quite a number of ladies who supply to me, and they source it out. They do everything. They deliver to my warehouse. They take a picture. They say, okay, we are delivered. Of course, I pay them first because my customer pay me first, right? So when I talk to my sister, they say, come, there's a meeting here and you do the frozen food. So first, I initially started for Pacific Island with her. And when I go and come back from Africa, there is a lot of demand for Indian frozen food, like roti canai, rotis, chapatis, like a
because
samosa.
There's a sizable Indian population there, right?
Yeah. You see, I don't need a big population, as I told you. I need a small population who can buy at least 1 or 2 containers from me. I'm done. Still money, I can make money.
On a regular basis.
Yeah,
right?
I don't want to be greedy. They buy spices, a lot of stuff. So when it comes to frozen food, I told her, hey, look, they also need on this frozen food for Africa. I'm working out for you. Each time when I call for a meeting, you talk. You see, she's so easy. But of course, she does her work, everything. But they don't want to come out from their comfort zone. So now I said, you want to export on your own. You cannot depend on me to do for you every time. Okay, you make sure you come. For now, Miha's halal showcase. So I asked her to go and key in, register your company with Madrid and attend this program. It's absolutely free with food. Why you don't want to go? Go and do some networking, mingle around with Africans. You can get some contacts. So that's what I'm telling you. People are so lazy. I won't say lazy. It's like their comfort zone. They don't want to come out. They want to do business, but they want us to spoon feed them. You can't. Actually, there are a lot of opportunity for those people are seeking opportunity. So those people are seeking opportunity. They can see what is there. Those people don't have any ambitions, not seeking any opportunities. So they will sit in the house with the comfort zone. They have their husbands to pay money. I have to work on my own. No one gonna give me money. Right? But of course, I love to do business. I like business.
I think your story is also going to inspire a lot of people, because a lot of times people think that if you're a single mother, you don't have a job, right? What would you do? What should you do? In your case, you pushed yourself out of comfort zone. You went and visited the Madrid office.
I go.
Every time
so they see my face.
Event.
Yeah, no, I mean, even no event, sometimes I don't know what to do at home. I just walk in, then go and see. There's a second floor in Madrid. They have all the products. So I just go and see what they have. And when I came to Kuala Lumpur, I know no one at all. I only have layers of my people, which is the first layer is my siblings, and the second layer is my school friends, childhood friends. So childhood friends will never give you any business opportunity. Same goes to family. So I have to look for the opportunity, right? So the third circle was my business friends. This is where, and I think most people now, they know me, especially in e-commerce business, they know who am I. So I started from zero. And the most important thing, especially for a single mom, people just give an excuse, oh, I don't have money, I don't have capital. I also don't have any capital. I start from zero, and today I'm doing millions. Even now, I don't have millions in my account, but I'm successfully doing millions business. Why? Because I learned how to talk to people, and then I talk to them. I say, okay, I need this much payment. I start with 50%, now 100%, because I said you're paying your bank charges is high. Why not you just transfer everything? After certain containers, they're very happy with me. So that's how I started. I started with zero. There's no capital, no money in my hand. So the single parents or single women out there, please do not give an excuse that you don't have money to start business. You don't even need money, because Matric was giving grant. I make use of that grant to upload. I told you I didn't even upload any pictures for the past 3 months after I sign up. So there are a lot of opportunities that you should go out and ask. I think everywhere there is this kind of government initiatives to push their own products, right? So there's no excuses. If you keep giving excuses, you got to sit at home. You just got to do the normal, ordinary job. You have a dream, go all out. As I said, Matric is my second home. From sometimes even morning until evening, I'll be there. So for the past 1-2 years, I was not there. So this year, actually, I start visiting them because I'm working with a trade commissioner from Africa. So as I told you, Africa is a very, very huge market. So if you can see the opportunity, you are the cash-rich millionaire if you want. So
I wanted to stop you there and ask you, because I know you focus a lot on food and beverage products from your export business. So do you still focus on that for the African continent?
No. I do everything.
Everything.
Because F&B is my trademark. People know, for F&B products from Malaysia, I go to her, I can get from her. Yeah, but due to my expertise on sourcing, and I have a very, very solid women team with me, you name it, I can get it done for you. So I'm not only focusing on F&B, but F&B, yes, the first priority. But I'm also doing lubricants, some construction materials when they have requirements for that. It's not limited to F&B products. Since I have the contacts globally, all those countries. So when they said they want lubricant, so I just find somebody in my circle. I say, hey, who can do lubricant? Because we got a group. Who can do lubricant? Who can do this? Fabric, skincare products. So everything I'm doing. So when they said, okay, I'm doing this. So, okay, come, talk to me. See what you have. So I work from there and get things done. So it's like a one-stop service provider. I put everything into my container, consolidate everything, all those export products. As I said, I cannot just put coffee and tea. How many coffee and tea they want, right? So I get all these ladies who is producing their own brand, their own product. I also put it into my container. So basically, I'm working on everything. And Africa, they need a lot of stuff from Africa. So take the opportunity, why not?
So where is Amutha heading next? I know you talked about Africa. So what's the big dream or the big goal for Amutha in the years to come? Since nothing is going to stop you, right?
Yeah, how much is enough? How much is enough? It's not enough forever. So, but I have a passion. I'm a singer. After this business, Africa, I think I will have more years to spend in Africa because it's a very huge market. And after this, definitely is my singing for my retirement. I love singing, and I'm a professional singer. I used to sing in Singapore TVs, Malaysia TVs. I've started, and we are working with our band. So that's my last passion to achieve, right? I was singing at a young age, early 20s. I was in Singapore TV. Most of the weeks you can see me in Singapore TV. And gradually I stopped after my marriage because I was focusing in business. And now I think I'm quite almost settled, and that's another dream to achieve. I did have my own album previously, young time. But now, so working towards it actually, very soon.
Wow, this is so interesting to know. I didn't know you sang. See, the things I
Ah,
learn about people through talking with them. So you've considered that, from someone with zero knowledge of
mm-hmm.
e-commerce, and
Yep.
and now you're running this 7-8 figure business. What's your biggest, like, what would you enjoy most about your business? I mean, it took you some time, but you managed to get to where you want to go. So what do you really, really love or enjoy about doing this business compared to
Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you. Last time for me, when I started e-commerce 2018, right? To touch 1 million, it was a problem for me. 1 million per year. It was an issue for me because, of course, we are learning that time, right? But today, million to touch in a month within 3-4 days was not a problem for me. No more a problem for me. So it is your experience, is learning curve. So anybody can touch. So I love that figures that I touch. I know last time I think 1 year also sometimes 900,000 plus 1 million. I can't touch on e-commerce. Of course, I did millions in turnover in my other business previously, which I totally stopped. But e-commerce gradually started from nothing. Then 1 year, like 1 million. First year, I think maybe 500,000. 1 year, no, 500,000. Never even touch a 500,000. And then slowly, gradually it goes. And now, in a month, in a couple of days, I still can reach about 700,000-800,000, sometimes 1 million. So that's the beauty of this business. And I love to do, and I really want to do more. See, I'm giving an opportunity for my ladies. If they can do 10 containers, okay, the 10 containers still goes through me, right? They earn money and I earn money. So I'm not a selfish person, say that everything I must do, everything one container in me. No. I introduce these people to the African business people, and everything comes through my container. So when I give an opportunity for another 10 women outside there, I still earn. All right. So that's what the beauty of this business. And I'm very happy. I always have a passionate, the women empowerment, women, everything is women. You can see surrounding, if you go and see my Facebook, every now and then it's women, So I love doing this business because I'm giving an opportunity for the women, especially. They always have difficulties to go global, to do business, multitasking in the house. So I always tell them, you women must have the identity. You must have your own identity. No matter your husband is good, your family is rich, but make sure you have your money in your pocket. You have something to do on your own. Don't depend on anybody.
And I'm sure because when you talked about it, I love how you've transitioned from, not knowing anything and now, doing multi-million in business, right? But I'm sure there were challenges. I'm sure there were some tough times, right? In that process. Yeah. So any stories of that tough times come to mind?
Yeah, tough time was, payment. The container was not continuously coming in. So I have the difficulties to pay my monthly payment, monthly commitment for my car, for my house. So these are the challenges. But now it's gradually like every week. Last time, 1 month, one container is a very difficult thing for me to get, right? And I don't have any other income. So I have to wait for this container to come in to get this money to roll and then to pay my monthly commitment because I got no salary, right? But now things has changed gradually when I learn and I improve and I see how to expand the business. The difficulty is still there on and off because the container may come in, not all 10 containers come in at the same time. You see, it will take, when container, they said, like, for example, last week they give me one, the previous Friday, they sent me a list. Okay, so I was in Johor Bahru, I can't do. Then Monday, I come ding dong, until yesterday only I sent the container final listing. You see, so then today they'll go through, then Monday they'll confirm to me. Then only the payment will come in. It's not a fixed income, right? So it's up and down. So it's gradually, it is there, but I have already minimize the challenges already because we have the patterns of how the sales is coming in. So we project more. So sometimes there's no container, we have to tax them in. So these are the things, especially finance, because my money comes from in the form of US dollar. All right. So when I convert, when it is above 50,000 ringgit Malaysia, I earn some extra money there. So it's considered as my profit, which I will talk to the bank. Okay, I want to sell this much of US dollar. What is your rate? So my rate is always better than the dashboard that they're showing certain exchange rate, right? So they give me a contract. Okay, for this amount, this is the rate. So on top of my profit, I still earn another profit. This is another secret when you do a global business. Okay. Yeah, I enjoy doing that. Yeah.
So
this is the enjoying part. Yeah. This income I really love it because you see, it's not only the profit, because my profit is very less, very, very thin margin. And when combined on this foreign exchange rate, I still make out of it. So I definitely enjoy doing this kind of business rather than do the domestic business, retail business. No, not my type.
So that's the reason why Amutha is doing this export business, is because they are
Yep.
multi-businesses in one, right?
Yeah.
It's not just one single layer business. So now I want to ask you some questions, less on the business, but more about yourself. So now if you could turn back the clock, right, and knowing what you know now about life, about business, raising your daughter and all that, what would you tell a younger version of Amutha?
Yeah, don't think so much. Go into business, learn business. But when my time, there is no e-commerce, nothing, right? So we struggle. If I could turn back and let's say I have this opportunity, I wouldn't have done any other businesses except for this e-commerce. It's very, very huge business. So of course, still it's not too late. I'm still making my money. But the younger version of me, yeah, I will definitely do e-commerce business. Learn, you are not rushing for anything, right? After school, even my daughter does it when she was schooling the time. Okay, so sometimes I see she will be in Instagram. I said, what are you doing at night? You see, she don't have any money. Same like me, she see what I'm doing, but she do a small portion, right? I can see me at the younger version. So I say, what are you doing? Every time you're on the phone. So she said, no, I'm earning some money. I said, how you earn? You see, she'll take products from Shopee. I think she was doing some jewelry kind of stuff. So she take that and she post it into her Instagram. And she has some followers, people buy. So she makes few hundred a week. So why, that time she was 14, 15 years old. If she can do, any younger generation now, they definitely can do. So education is one thing. I'm not telling no, but if you're smart enough, you can do e-commerce business. Definitely you can do. You don't need big money in your hand unless you're doing retail business that you're selling every day online. You can see people are selling, because they have a stock. So that you need small investment. Like for me, bulk business, people say millions. I said you don't need any capital. Don't need, because they will pay you the deposit and you stock the same terms to your supplier. Is that easy? It's not difficult, right? You can do it. Definitely can do it. So don't find excuses. Don't say tomorrow I'll go and say no. Just go and find the opportunity. Get yourself into it. 5 years from now, you definitely will be a millionaire for sure. That I can assure. But you do your job. Definitely.
And what are you no longer afraid of?
No longer afraid of talking in public. Basically, I'm a singer, so I don't have the fear to talk in public. But when it comes to business matters, because the confidence level, right, we are doing so small that time. So can I teach them what I'm learning? Definitely no, because I was so small that time. But today, I'm matric and embarked, some of the national blueprint for e-commerce. They call me, they said, what are the problems you're facing at the moment for e-commerce, so that they can put it into the National Malaysia blueprint, so that these are the things that they can improvise for the next generation, right? So I'm happy they can call me. So I'm not afraid of giving my opinion. What are the things I can challenge them? I say, no, these are the things that we are facing problem, even including when Alibaba, they had a meeting in their HQ at the very beginning. So I was selling quite good. So they called me. So I said, wow, not bad, they're calling me, right? Last time I'm afraid to go and sit there and give my opinion because I'm not doing big. But today I have that confidence. No more afraid of giving a public talk. Even when people question, I can answer back. Because why? We are confident on what we are doing. We know what we are doing. So that's the thing. No more afraid.
And I also know that you are Alibaba. Wait, let me check.
Trainer.
Star lecturer, right?
Yeah. They but now I'm not doing. I did not renew my certificate. Last July was the last. 2 years back, I think 2019 or 20, I can't remember. So they've been calling me to do the training for the seller, the gold supplier seller in Alibaba platform. The reason why, as a trainer, the normal trainer, when they train the people, you see the normal trainer, they only can train you in theory, not practical. They can't. Okay, the actual business world is totally different from what are you studying. Okay, so Alibaba, in that sense, they are very smart enough. They don't call the Oxford lecturer to come and teach you, or Harvard. No, They call the successful sellers in their platform. So I was one of the first Indian, I would say. I don't think so anybody from worldwide there's an Indian lecturer at that time. So they invited me. So I said, look, I cannot go and sit for exam and everything. I got no patience for that. Unless you want to do one-to-one interview or you want to see some of my PowerPoint presentation, fine. So they said, yes, okay, fine. So I did it, and then they said, wow, that's very good. So they appointed me like that without even going for, they have certain exams that you have to go through. But because they called me, and I said, I have no time to go and sit for exam, then they said, okay, fine. They chose me, and I did during that lockdown. And I also did some of the training with Vietnam Alibaba sellers, which have very huge views. So basically I can tell you what are the things you can do, you are not supposed to do when you're dealing with online buyers. So, but last year I said that's not my ultimate goal to become a trainer. I have no patience to teach people. So one-to-one people come to me, I can talk like this gradually, right? I can tell you what to do, and you do, and you tell, Amutha, I do this, okay, fine. Then from here, what you should do the next. This one I can do. But for me to prepare my presentation, to go online, Zoom, and teach people, honestly, I really don't like it. Okay, so I didn't continue, but still, when people ask me, I still do it. Yeah. So that's one of my achievement because Alibaba School, the .com, that the platform itself, called me to teach the gold supplier in the platform. So that's one of my achievement, I would say, among the Chinese.
That's a great milestone because you're not even Chinese, right?
Yeah, I was the first Indian, but I didn't continue because it requires a lot of time to prepare the presentations, and I have to come and sit here like now, check my line is okay. And my area here, the internet was, even until today, the line is not that. So I think now it's okay, but that's the reason why I don't use laptop. You see, when I go for online kind of training, so I need to use laptop. So that's not my cup of tea anyway. People ask, I teach, yeah. But it's an achievement for me, yeah. I'm not a master's holder. I'm not an academic person, but I'm very happy they call me because they really value those sellers who is doing good. They believe that these are the people who can contribute the real experience on how to sell globally through the digital business. Yep.
And what is the craziest thing you've ever done?
Craziest thing? I've done a lot of craziest things. To name a few, at the very beginning, as I said, I don't even have money. I still can do million business. That's the crazy thing, right? People will be thinking I have money, only can do millions business. That time to do 200,000 to 300,000 value container, I have zero money in my account, honestly. After my separation and everything, that's the craziest things to do. Nobody will dare to say, 200,000. I don't even have that money, but I dare to say it. I can do. I don't know from where I'll get the money and how fast they can transfer to me, but I would say that's the craziest thing I've done. My colleagues will ask me how you can do so much of. People give you 200,000-300,000. That time you were so small, you still dare to take. I said I asked for the money. I opened my mouth and I asked. Hey, I'm a small company. I always say this. No, I said, look, I'm a small company. I'm not a big company. I have a constraint of finance. Could you please transfer the money after this confirmation immediately? So there's no harm to open your mouth and ask. So that's one of the craziest things I think I've done in my life. Yeah. Other than that, there are many things. I know that there are many things I do with my childhood friends. Oh, that's a crazy thing. No, I cannot share. Yeah. A lot of things. I like to go for adventurous kind of stuff like hiking, mountain, dare to do things, that kind of crazy things. That's among all our school friends. Yep.
But is that in your personality, this risk taking?
Yeah. I cannot listen people say, hey, you can't do it. Right? I don't like to hear that word. And then another thing, whatever I do, I always wanted to be at the top. Whether, as I said, Jack Ma always will tell, it's not how big you do or what. Be always the first one to do it. You see, I become the Alibaba trainer, but now I'm not doing. But I was the first one to do it among the Indians worldwide. So I'm always the first one. I like to do that. And risk taking, yes, I like to take the calculated risk. Dare to take. If my brain said, okay, I think you can do this, I just go for it. Then if I fail, it's a lesson for me. If I don't fail, I'm okay. I've done it. Yeah. So that's how I do it. There's so many things in my mind. Like Africa, I think women want to go, especially single parents like me. We got a daughter in my house. The first round I go, she followed me. Now I told her, I think I want to go for 2 to 3 months. She said, what are you going to do there? I said, I want to do something there. I love the country and I think it's a gold mine. I said, I do something for you in your future. It's not for me. I do something. So it's the legacy is there. Risk taking, yes. Like I'm traveling alone to that country. It's not somebody follow me all this while, right? But this time I'm going. Yeah, some of my business colleagues are following. But it's a daring things for you to go to the country where you know nobody, and you go and get to know them. Go, because I always go with the government agency there. First thing I'll do is I'll go and look for the government agency. Then from there I get to know people and move up. So that's another daring things that I do. Challenging stuffs which people dare not to go for Africa market, because a lot of things, logistics are too expensive. You need to get the right distributor to do your things. But if you never start, how will you find? There's a goal there. Don't tell me I just want to sit and just watch whether can I get. No. I have to go there personally and to get the goal directly by me. It's not somebody wants to give me. No. So yeah, that's me.
And what's that one final thing you want to say to women who are thinking about doing something or starting a business or already in business? What are some of the things that you feel that you want to say from your heart?
First thing, never ever give up, no matter whatever the situation you go through. You can rest, but never stop. First thing. Second thing, don't get distraction. Meaning, like for example, from Johor, you want to travel to Penang. That is your destination. Penang is your destination, right? But many people along the way, but like from Johor, I would have thought, okay, I want to go and eat char kway teow lah, this lah, that lah, the food, everything I planned in my brain already. This is what I want. This is my mind telling I want to do. But along the way, when I come, some of my friends might tell, hey, why not you drop to Ipoh? Go and eat something there. These are the good things. I say, what will happen? You will exit out from the highway. You go to the whatever the stalls that they name it, right? I won't say you won't reach your destination, but by you diverting to go exit, to go and eat here and you come back and you still continue back, you're wasting your time here, right? But so you got to be very, very specific what you want. You said you want to go to Penang, go straight to Penang. Don't stop in between. So in business, you may have a difficult time, tough time. You can stop for a while to rest, but don't distract yourself. And people, they might say, oh, okay, hey, Amutha is doing this one. I think I want to do. No harm of copying. I'm not telling no, but make sure you know what you want to do. Be passionate of what you want to do. This is my dream, as I told you. I love to see containers. When I see containers in the road, I feel excited as though that is my container. You see, that's how I feel. But when you do your business, will you feel the same things? So these are the things I'm telling. So don't get distraction. Don't go out of your goal setting. Just go and learn. The more you learn, the more you do and do your research, you will learn more. So don't give up, don't exit, and no excuses. Simple. Come out of your comfort zone. Look for the people who can guide you, especially in e-commerce. You want to do e-commerce business, but you go and ask your neighbor, maybe the lorry driver, hey, I think tomorrow I want to start the e-commerce. They got a lot of grant they're giving. So what will the lorry driver tell you? What answer do you expect from him? He will tell you, hey, no lah, this is very difficult to do. Because why? He only drives lorry. He knows nothing about this business kind of stuff. So ask the right people who is already successful or already in the path of successful, doing the same business that you are planning. Go and get the idea from them, not from somebody who is not doing it. You won't get the right information. Yeah, ask the right one. So don't give up. No excuses. Come out from your comfortable zone. We are multitasking, yes, but plan your timing, plan your work, your schedule for the next 1-2 weeks. Go and do it. Whether it's happening or not, secondary question. And be fast. Okay? Yeah, you got to be fast.
Such great advice, because I think anyone who's listening to this specific interview of ours will be like, wow, now they can start thinking, wow, what things have I not been thinking about or missing out? Opportunities out there, right?
Yeah, always be the first person to tap the opportunity.
Yeah, and to be able to spot the opportunity and be able to have a plan to work towards it. So I think that's what you have shown us today, is that you started with zero knowledge, no capital, and even right now you outsource, you have an outsourced team, right? And things like that. But you're still doing something that you love and something that makes you happy. And of course, you're doing it in a big way, in a big way.
dream big.
Yeah, dream big. Yeah, and that's why I told myself I have to get Amutha on my podcast, because I know
you're very persistent. Yeah, you're very persistent. Then I always tell myself, oh my God, I need to say yes. Even today, I'm having an AGM for my housing estate. I said, it's okay, never mind. You have been teasing me for so long, and I said, I've already committed to do this with you. I better go and get it done. It's just that I was extremely busy. People will be thinking, oh, she's telling so busy. What is so busy about? So many paperwork, so many stuff to be done actually. So thank you for.
I'm glad and persistent, right? You see, because that's the whole idea of being an entrepreneur, is to be persistent, to keep on chasing. I know you have a good story. That's why I wanted this story to go out, because a lot of people think that every time you want to start a huge business, it has to be lots of money, lots of capital, lots of people, somewhere. But you've just flipped the script. You've just proven that you don't need all that, and you can still run that business. And you started from really ground zero, right? Like
zero, no money. I'm after separation. There's no money literally with me. I got to start. And that time my daughter was 6 years old, right? So she's very small that time. Yeah, I started from nothing. Of course, I had some small business, as I told you when I started earlier. So that was just nice. But I know I cannot go further if I just sit with that particular income, comfortable. I can't go further. So I took the challenge. I said, I must do something. It's not for the fame. People are calling me now to give talk, like especially Matrade, MDEC, MITI. A lot of people are calling me to inspire the other people outside. But that time, I tell myself, I need to do something. I cannot be just sitting. It's not all because of the fame people are calling me. I mean, I'm not a paid review or paid talk. No, I'm doing it basically on my free time to share to people. So fame is nothing new for me, because as I told you, I'm a singer. I've already touched the peak at that time. So fame is not a ultimate goal for me. No, end of the day, I just want to make sure I earn my money to have a decent living, and I be the inspiration for other women outside there who always give an example. I always say, when you don't have money, you're doing business, it's okay. You know those the duck you see in the lake, how beautiful they come up. But you never see their leg paddling down there. It's not easy to paddle. Even we swim, it's not easy. So be like them. You don't have to tell your people, create sympathy. No. I normally don't tell I'm a single parent to my customer to create sympathy. No, I don't do that. I always be very professional in things that I do. So be like the duck who always swim, looks so beautiful on top of that. So whatever you're paddling, you don't have to tell anybody. Just keep going. That's it. No excuses. No come out from your comfort zone. You earn, even last time when I get first order from Shopee, I was like, wow, I get 10 ringgit order also. I was so excited because, to do in digital, we don't know how the traffic will come to our shop and buy things. So it's a 5 ringgit product. I'm so excited. I will tell my daughter, I managed to get one sale. She asked me, how much is that? I said, 5 ringgit. She said, what, 5 ringgit? You're so excited. I said, this is a learning curve. I get somebody to come to my shop in online, not the physical shop in some of our housing areas. So that's my achievement. When I don't know anything, how to bring in traffic to our shops. Right, so it's actually very interesting. Just learn.
But when you look back at it, right, that was the first exciting moment for you, right? Even if it's a 5 ringgit that you make from that product.
But some people think, there's some people think, oh, it's only 5 ringgit. No, it's a 5 ringgit. It's a big challenge for you to bring the traffic, that one person to go and buy the product from your shop. So that's achievement. So you learn why that one person come to your store. How did they come? From which hashtag you did? From where? Because there's all data analysis there. You can check it out. Who is your followers? What is their behavior? I'm not telling you to go too detailed. Every social media they have, where is your followers coming from? What is the age group? So you will know these are the groups that they like your product. So some kind of the information is there. Like first time I went to Nani, I bring murku. They ask me why it is not spicy. I thought Chinese people will not eat spicy, but they are damn spicy people. And their spices, when I eat, is already up to my head, which I can't eat. We Malaysian cannot eat, especially in Nanning, right? So the next second year when I went, I improved a lot of stuff. I changed my production according to their taste bud. My sales was very good. So that's the thing. When you get one person who buys from your Shopee or Lazada or any other platform, check from which channel they come into your shop. So you can improve. Okay, like from TikTok, like always I go and check from where these followers come. FYP. Okay, I hashtag FYP. So that's how. Like last time when I won't do content. I always like to sing. Post in my containers.
I've seen your singing content.
And there's one recently, it went almost 24,000 views as set today. You see, I started with like 10, 100, sometimes 200. But this was the first one. I did some TV program in Astro. So they know I am a singer, so they forced me to sing. So I just simply take that singing video, and that host is very popular. So I took and I put some hashtag, and it reached to almost 25,000 today. Right, so from zero, from nothing views, it is still gradually going 2,000 plus. The most I had was 12,000 plus views. But for this video, you see, it's double from 12,000 to it goes to 24. So my singing one algorithm is there. So it's just a learning curve. I'm just trying actually, just simply trying.
Yeah. Also have fun, right? I mean, the whole point is to have fun.
I left the industry like 20 years my singing. So now I see, wow, that's a demand. So we can learn the algorithm. So it's not only for singing, it's for products. People are selling a lot. I can see the TikTok 500,000 sales also got turnover. I met some of the coaches. So yeah, everybody can do it.
So one of the things before we leave is I want to find out where can people get in touch with you if they're like, okay, now I want to get in touch with Amutha. I've got products. Maybe I need to introduce some of my products to Amutha, or at least, I have a conversation with you or connect with you. Where can they find you?
Yeah, they can find in Facebook, Amutha Subramaniam, AMUTHA space Subramaniam. They can see my face there with my brown color dress. I think you have seen that picture. I also have a company page, which is, I'm a bit quite slow. Nowadays, I don't post much there. Hers Food Beverage, Hers HERS, Food FOOD, BEVERAGES, Hers Food Beverages. Insta, you can look at Amutha Maniam. So that's my Insta ID. And TikTok, if you all just want to see my lifestyle, my traveling and all those stuff, you can go to Amutha, AMUTHA 2112. Yep, that's where you can find me.
That's fantastic. So at least you can have a chance to connect with you and follow you on all your social media.
Most important, must follow.
So thank you, Amutha. I had such a great time talking to you today. And I always think that, everyone has a story. Everyone has an interesting path and journey in life. And until we hear that story, we will never think that, wow, everyone who's successful today had to start somewhere. Start somewhere where they were not successful. They were not known. Nobody knew them. I mean, where in your wildest dreams would you think that you'll be an Alibaba star lecturer, right?
I never thought.
When you were starting out, like you didn't even think that it was possible. But look at where you are right now. In addition to what you're doing with your import-export business and all the good stuff that you're doing, in addition to your singing career that's making a comeback.
Yeah, coming back, soon.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Amutha. I truly enjoyed it. And I'm so glad I was persistent. I'm so glad I chased you for so many months until we finally got a date to sit down together like this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for having me in your program. And I hope that this story of mine will be an inspiration, not for the women in Malaysia. Any women out there is a will, definitely you can do it. Just do it. Just pursue your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Amutha. I hope you had an incredible time listening to today's episode. Amutha's story is truly remarkable and full of valuable lessons. Now it's time to reflect on your own journey. What comfort zones are holding you back from achieving your dreams? Take inspiration from Amutha's fearlessness and step outside those boundaries to pursue your ambitions. If you have products that could be sold globally, why not explore that opportunity? Amutha's success in exporting food and beverages to the Pacific Islands demonstrates that with determination and the right strategy, global markets can be within your reach. Connect with Amutha on social media. She's eager to help fellow women entrepreneurs just like you and me. I'd love to hear your thoughts and insights from today's conversation. Send me a DM on Instagram. You can find me at Womenpreneur Asia. Let's continue the conversation and empower each other further. If you're new here, be sure to check out past episodes from Season 1 to Season 6 and, of course, now Season 7. To my returning listeners, thank you for choosing Womenpreneur Asia once again. This season, we're delving deeper into the stories and conversations, learning from the collective wisdom of our incredible guests. If you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and share with a friend. Let's spread the inspiration and motivation to as many aspiring women entrepreneurs as possible. It was an absolute pleasure having you here with me today. I'm looking forward to connecting with you again next Friday for another insightful episode. Until then, keep pushing your boundaries and chasing your dreams. See you soon.